You guys have seen these before, right? These fidget spinners. I'm sure if you have kids, especially in the middle school, they probably have a fidget spinner. Now, the difference between this fidget spinner and like those cheap plastic knockoffs is that this one is made out of titanium and copper, which means it's totally badass. And the reason I'm spinning it right now is, well, actually, before I tell you why I'm spinning it, I'll tell you about a client that I have named Dave. And I'm going to show you some of his ads in a second and how we're using what we call a pattern interrupt to like actually crush it with Facebook ads. So Dave, anyway, he rips on me because I have this fidget spinner. He's like, what kind of grown man, has a fidget spinner? Well, anyway, I sit at my desk a lot, right, as you can see, and just something to do, something to play with. And they're super cool. And my daughter actually, yesterday I went to her curriculum night and talked to her science teacher, and she's learning about energy, different kinds of energy. So I showed her an example right here of this fidget spinner. Of course, I'm not going to be able to demonstrate this in video, but this is made out of tungsten. So it's super, super heavy. And it just spins forever. And you can actually hear it. Maybe you can. It'll spin for 9-10 minutes sitting on a table. Versus the titanium one that doesn't spin very long at all, 3-4 minutes. Anyway, that's my thing. So how can we use something like what I just did here, which is talk about fidget spinners, which have nothing really to do with Facebook advertising, other than the fact that, if you look right here on my screen, it says how to effectively use Facebook ads. I just found this on Google. And the key takeaways from $50,000 in ad spend, according to this guy, leadcraft.co. Be short, straight to the point, and with a big focus on pattern interrupts. So a pattern interrupt can really just be anything that breaks people or breaks your audience out of their normal routine. Or if you're spending a lot of money on ads already and your ads are starting to fatigue, what can you do differently to get your audience that if you happen to be promoting to the same audiences over and over again, what can you do to get them to stop scrolling through their phone long enough to, take a look at your ad, take a look at your offer, buy your stuff, opt in, whatever it is you're trying to do. So I have been helping, a lot of my clients are e-commerce clients that are selling, a couple of them are selling t-shirts. They're actually buds and they referred me to each other. And so what happened is, we've just been doing like static image ads, just promoting their different t-shirts. And, over the course of time, promoting to the same audiences, we'll rotate different t-shirts, on a weekly basis just to see which ones convert the best. But what we noticed the other day, or I noticed, was the cost per click was just ridiculous. The cost per click is going way up. The cost across the board is going up. Cost per click, click-through rate is going down. Everything is just kind of, fatiguing, even though we're putting out new, fresh ads all the time. So what I did was did a little something here with the video ad. I basically followed what they're talking right here. It's short, straight to the point, and with a big focus on pattern interrupts. So what I want to show you is just a couple examples. Now, I can't dig too deep into the actual ad copy and whatnot. My clients don't want me to share every single nook and cranny of this, but it'll just give you an idea, enough of an idea to hopefully, go on and test something within your ad campaigns and see if you can get, similar results. What I'll show you right now, though, on my screen is an ad that I ran a while ago that the video has nothing to do with the ad copy, and it still seemed to work pretty well. So here's the video. If I hit play here, you might not be able to hear it, but it's the dumbest thing in the world, right? I mean, it's me skipping a rock in Mackinac City. What does it have to do with, whether you need Facebook ads help or not? Well, the thing is, I just wanted to test it. So I had some clients coming on here commenting, and this was the best comment ever right down here. Yeah, this was from a while ago. There you go. This guy right here, Sean. He says, that was brilliant. Used a simple video to stop traffic. So that's the point, right? So if you're advertising on Facebook and you're not getting super great results, or some of your ads are starting to fatigue, think about what's happening, from a user standpoint. They're on their mobile phone, right? You're on your mobile phone looking at Facebook. So am I. So is everybody. And we're just looking for that next video, that next thing to catch our attention while we're, whatever it is we're doing, killing time for a few minutes or whatever. So what can we do Your job is to focus on what can you do to stop them in their tracks right then and there, to get them just to pay attention to your video. Because I don't care how great your copy is, your offer, your website, if you can't get someone to stop and actually take a minute to look at what you're offering, well, then, you're dead in the water. So let me show you another example here. This happens to be a client of mine, and we kind of went through this. And Charles, I hope this is all right. So this was kind of cool. What he did at the beginning of his video was right here. I mean, nothing crazy, but it was just enough to get someone to stop maybe and go, what the heck is that? And enough to consume his video. Now, he just started this, so there's not a lot of, social proof or, comments and shares. But so far, he says the results are pretty good, and he's happy with what's happening so far with it. So that's cool. T-shirt client. So this right here are some of the old ads, and this is just very small sample of data, just 7 days, a couple ads here. But this is just a T-shirt. And all it does is just shows, literally, the post is just a picture of a T-shirt. That's it. And so for the past 7 days, we've had, for this ad down here, not so great. And this one either. The click-through rate, or the click cost is ridiculous. And he has had 4 purchases at a 2.78 return, which is pretty good. This one's not returning very well. So this one we're going to have to take a look at and totally turn off and revamp that audience anyway. So here's the one. So this was kind of like the before. And then here's some of the after stuff. Now, again, I can't show you the ad. I will tell you what's in this ad that got the cost per click, link click, down to 5 cents overall across the board. And again, this is just the past 7 days as well, so about $900 in spend. 7 purchases here from this ad, 5, 5, 6, 4, 3, and so on. With a 3.5 return on this one, a 3.3, 2.73. But the thing is, it's getting a, let's see if I could show the relevance score on these two. This is just what's... All right, so here's the relevance score. Let's add that to the mix. Bring that there. So a relevance score of 10 on these ads. And this is great. Facebook loves this. That's why we're getting such a cheap cost per click. And I think if I do click-through rate... So yeah, the click-through rate on these are amazing too. 9%, 9%, 8%. The click-through rate is crazy huge. 10 relevance score. Purchases at just a huge ROI. So here's what we did. Again, I can't show you the ad. I wish I could, but here's all I did. There are 6 images in this ad. It's a T-shirt company, right? So the first image is an image of one T-shirt that they happen to sell. The next image is a girl wearing a product, meaning they also sell bikini tops. So it's a girl wearing a bikini top, wearing the clothing that they sell. The next image is another T-shirt. Then the next image is another girl wearing the product. And then we have another image of a product. And then after that, another girl wearing the product. And I put a title up on there that encouraged the audience to take pictures of themselves wearing the product. So in the comments on this ad, we have customers, just people that are out there in that audience, just snapping pictures of themselves wearing the T-shirt. So there's just a ton of social proof there. And the ad just has a real social, like, community feel to it. And it's crushing versus just us showing a single image of a product. So hopefully you can, use some of this to, or this concept, even if it's just something like slides. It's just a slideshow. It was like 6 images. And I uploaded it, turned it into a video, and we were done. And it started working really well. Another one, same idea. This guy sells hats, same thing, except this time I just have 3 different angles of the hat, and then a picture of a customer wearing the hat. Again, it happens to be a girl. This audience is predominantly men, so the whole girls wearing the clothes is working really well for this audience. Again, you'll have to kind of figure out what's going to work best for your audience. And then I think that is it. Yeah, so the hats, T-shirts spread in there with with pictures of girls wearing the product versus the static image, which is not doing very well. So I'm going to probably end up shutting this off altogether. This example, just a simple little 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 at the beginning. And then another example, my video, which had nothing to do whatsoever. Now I did try to tie in the copy here which says, "Hey, I'm James. I help digital marketers optimize and scale their Facebook ad campaigns. I also enjoy skipping rocks." Again, this just makes no sense. There's no rhyme or reason to it, but this ad ended up doing really well. Ended up getting a lot of strategy calls and some clients out of it. So those are just a few examples of how you can kind of, interrupt that pattern, use a pattern interrupt to get people to just stop and pay attention to your offer or to your content. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment below. Maybe just let me know some of the things that you've tried in terms of pattern interrupts. Let me know if you've even tried one before. And leave a comment. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.